Hello, this is SNL Software Consulting Company. We're going to be talking about our project PlanMaster. Let's go around and introduce our team first. My name is Gopal.
My name is Hao.
I'm Mohamed.
I'm Cameron.
Okay, and here we're going to be demoing the software PlanMaster. We're going to be walking through a typical day of use for the operator trying to work on this UI. Let's go to the email first, where the operator would have received this manifest.
So as we can see, we have an email here that says need ship balanced. So we'll go into that email and download the manifest that came with it. We'll go to PlanMaster. And now, since this is the beginning of our shift, let's first sign in with our name. Okay, now we can upload the manifest. Click upload. Okay, now that we have that uploaded, let's leave a comment saying what the name of the manifest is and what we plan to do with it for future reference. So we can type that in here and then hit submit. Now, since we know we had to balance it, we can click the balance button. And now the program will do the calculations behind the scenes. And once the calculations are done, the page will update. So now we wait. It may take a while for larger ships. Usually about 30 seconds for this case. All right, so the moves have been calculated. So now we can see the first move that we need to do is move the container that's at location 8.5 to the location 2.6. So those are the coordinates row column. So we can hit next. We've done that. Now the next move we need to do is the container at 7.5 needs to move to 2.7. So now we can do next. Now we need to move container at 6.5 to 3.6. We can hit next. Then we move the container at 5.5 to 3.7. And since we are hitting next and nothing's happening anymore, we know, okay, that's all the steps that are there. And we can leave a comment saying that we've balanced the ship. So we'll type in our little comment. And we'll submit the comment. And now that we've done that, we're ready to download the outbound manifest to send out again with the ship. So we can click the download button there. It'll download the new outbound manifest. As you can see, it's ship case 4 with outbound appended to the name. And there's a balanced ship. Now we can hit the home button and move on to the next task.
So for our next task, we're going to check our email once again. And we will see that we have an incoming manifest for loading and unloading. So we're going to click on that. We're going to download the manifest. And once again, we're going to go to PlanMaster. And we are going to make sure we're on the home page, which we are, and then we're going to sign in like we did last time. We're going to enter our name, and then we're going to say that we're signing in. And then we'll click submit. And then here we'll once again click upload and select the manifest that we want to work with. And then we'll upload it. And then here we can make another comment about our manifest and what we plan to do with it. In this case, we want to perform the load and unload operation. And once again, we'll hit submit. And then this time we will click load and unload. And we will be redirected to a grid page where there's a grid with the layout of the ship according to the manifest. And here we're going to look at our transfer list, and we're going to see that we have 2 containers to load and 1 container to offload. So we're going to start with the load first. We're going to click the load button. And we see that our first container is BAT. We're going to click OK. And we're going to see that it has a mass of 532. I'm going to click OK again. And now that one is going to be in the inventory for now. And then we're going to click load again for our next container. And this one is named RAT according to the transfer list. And we'll click OK. And this is going to be a big container. It has a mass of 6,317. We'll click OK again. And then that's all the boxes that we have to load. Now for unloading, we see that we have to unload cow. So we will select that cell on the grid. And then it will light up, signaling that it has been selected. And then we can click process. And here it's going to say that it's working to let the operator know that there is calculations going on behind the scenes. And once that's done, we'll be redirected to this page. And so for our first move, we have move container at coordinate 22 to 23. And once again, that corresponds to row and column. And then we'll click next for our next move. In our next move, we can see we're going to be offloading our container at 1-2 to the corresponding truck. And then we'll click next again once that's done. And then here we have our first load move. We're going to load our container that's named BAT to the position 3-1. And we'll click next again. And then for our second box, we'll have container RAT, and we'll move that to 4-1. And then I believe that concludes all of our operations for this ship. And so with that done, we're going to comment that we are done with our load unload operation. I'll click submit. And then we will download our manifest. That's going to be the manifest that is outgoing to the next captain. And then it should show the correct arrangement of the boxes. And as we can see, it is correct. And then we'll go to home to prepare for our next operation.
All right, next we are gonna go to our navigation bar and press on the menu. We're gonna go to manage. And we're gonna go to download. You're gonna click that button and you have two options. You could actually have three options. You could download the log file or clear the log file at the end of the year or go back to home. So right now we want to download the log file to see what has happened throughout the day. So we're going to go ahead and click download log file. We're going to open up the log file. And we're going to see how signing in, balancing the ship, moving containers around is all recorded in our log file with the correct timestamp. Now, if this was the end of the year, we would press the clear log file button. Now we're going to click the clear log file button and go back to where we came. It successfully clears it. We're going to go back and the log file is clear. Now we're going to navigate back to home. And we will click the tutorial button on the menu sidebar. So this is currently our tutorial video. It shows the users how to use PlanMaster, what to do exactly, and all its features. And we're going to click home again.
All right, so that was most of the main features of PlanMaster, which consists of operators' everyday use. Now we're probably going to show some pitfalls on how we handle some of the test cases. One of the most common errors could be the operator trying to enter a negative number. So when we try to perform load and unload on a certain container, when we're trying to load a container, an operator might mistakenly type a negative number. We're going to show that within this video. Say, go back to choosing a file again. Let's choose our ship case 3 and upload it again. Let's say we want to load, and we just want to load for ship case 3, but then we're going to demonstrate a negative number typed into the weight. So load 3 and submit that to the block. And let's go to load unload. And then once we go to load unload, we click on our load step. Let's give it an appropriate name. Let's call it head. And as you can see here, I'm going to be typing a negative weight of 276. And this is not supposed to be possible since our weights are always positive. So if we go through with this, we press OK. We get an error that states it's an invalid entry. So it would demand us to give it a valid entry. So we could click OK and then retry that, chalking it up in the error. Let's say we enter a character by mistake. So let's do 10 again. And let's say we were going to type 206, but it turns out to be 206. And when we say OK, goes through, but that was a 0. Let me retype 206, but with a different error. Let's say if we try to describe it in words, 206. It will give us an error again, which says it's an invalid entry. So this shows us that it handles for both characters and negative numbers. So let's go back home to finish up. And that one more feature which we want to talk about is nesting the log. So the log is not easily available to the operator here. You would have to go into at least two interior menus, go into manage and log download to download the log. So it's hidden from the operator in plain sight and they wouldn't have to get access to it. That concludes our demo for PlanMaster. And thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.